All right, what's going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC Vegas 37. This one's gonna be at bantamweight. We got Gustavo Lopez against Heili Alateng. No, nothing really doing on reach. Lopez got a half an inch reach advantage, and they are the same height. I will start with Gustavo Lopez. All right, so Lopez record a little deceiving. He's 12-6, but if you look at his UFC competition, he's fought two killers already. He fought Adrian Yanez, who I think is top 10 potential, great striker. And then he fought Marab and just got taken down a million times, like everybody does. But yeah, there's nothing to complain about there. And then his one win in the UFC is a finish. Got a rear naked choke against Anthony Berchak. Um, he has good submission game. Or at least he's got good jiu-jitsu, let's put it that way. But he's pulled off a couple nice chokes in his career. Former combate champ. And, yeah, he does look to strike, though. But I think he will definitely have an output advantage in this fight. I'll get to that in a second. Maybe Alatang has a little bit more power, but Gustavo's got power himself. He's won most of his fights that he won by finish. He wins them early, in the first round most of the time. So, uh, yeah, he has a path to a decision here. I would say, and even just going further into the whole competition thing, like he lost to Andre Ewell and John Castaneda earlier on in his career. Like I think Castaneda's got a very good UFC potential. He looked great in his last fight. Um, Andre Ewell has earned his roster spot for a little while. He's definitely not a scrub. And yeah, it's just when you lose to those guys earlier in your career, it's not bad. And he does have a couple nice finishes himself, like I said. And yeah, for Alatang, so he's coming off a loss to Casey Kenny, where he got battered. And the thing about it was mostly body shots. He took a ton of body shots. Like his gut was like red, just like so bruised from that fight. It was more like purple, I should say. So it was bad. It was very bad. But it speaks to Alatang's got a chin and a half. He's got durability. He can take shots, and a lot of his fights, pretty much all of his fights, go to decision. Um, but yeah, he got a nice win against Dana Bakary. I gotta do my due diligence on that name next time he fights. But he's a good fighter, Bakary. Um, he in my opinion, was winning that fight, and then Alatang just mixed in a couple takedowns late, stole the fight. That's kind of what he does. But the thing is Alatang gets outstruck like badly in his fights, and his right has some power. He can do some damage, but he gets like doubled up. Um, and in the case of the Casey Kenny fight, he got tripled up in significant strikes, and then he just mixes in a couple takedowns and has gotten some decisions that way. I will mention he did have Ryan Benoit hurt bad. I think if he got him, Benoit got saved by the bell. But if he was able to stun him the way he did a little bit earlier, I think he would have finished that one too. But he got outstruck by Benoit. He got outstruck by Bakary. He got really outstruck by Casey Kenny. And I definitely think that Gustavo Lopez has the advantage in volume here. And so for a pick here, this is a coin toss fight. It opened as a pick 'em, but Alatang's building a little bit of a lead as a favorite. He's minus 134 right now, and I guess people just think that he's gonna do what he's been doing, just kind of steal some rounds with takedowns. But I feel like when you look at the numbers and just when you watch the fight, like when you watch the fight, you pick up on that right away. You're like, damn, like Alatang does not land much volume, and like I said, I got like the fights that he won. I don't even think he should have won. Like I just like it depends who's judging. Um, and it just seems like more and more you see fights where uh they're gonna judge the striking. And if you're just mixing in useless takedowns and doing nothing with them, they're not really gonna score that. And especially because he likes to work them late, I could see Gustavo just winning a couple rounds. Gustavo's got a good chin. He got knocked out by Yanez, but it's gonna happen. But he took a lot of punishment from Yanez before he got knocked out, and I think he'll be able to weather the storm from Alatang because he just doesn't string anything together. So even if he does clip him, I don't think it's gonna be enough to get Gustavo out of there. And then if you're looking at method props, I think Gustavo Lopez by points at plus 280 is a good bet. I'm probably gonna put a little something on that. I mean, I'm tempted to just bet Lopez straight, just put like a unit or half a unit on it. But that decision prop is nice. I'll try to see if I can string something together with that because I think if it goes to points in Vegas, I think Gustavo gets the decision, even if Alateng is able to mix in some takedowns and steal around. Um, because if if Gustavo is able to outland him, I've seen it multiple times now where a guy will have like 3 minutes of top control. Like, look at Faris Siam versus Jamie Malarkey. That was a fight that was scored correctly in my opinion because Malarkey had a ton of top control, but he landed like 5 strikes in a round, and that round was given to Ziam for a couple judges, and I agree with that. I think the same thing will happen again. But if you want to play it safe, you could go by you could I guess try to work in like a round one, um, Lopez to win in round one type deal. Yeah, I mean it's worthwhile. It's worth a lot of money, but I don't think it's gonna happen because Alatang has shown that he's pretty durable. So I just think Alatang's gonna get outpointed here. So I do like Gustavo Lopez money line, and I also like Gustavo Lopez by points as a prop. And the distance prop isn't bad either. It's -140. So I do think this fight goes to the distance for sure. So I think that's like a safe bet. But yeah, from a betting perspective, this is a close fight. I thought about it a while, but I do think that there is some opportunities here. So thanks for watching, guys. Sure, subscribe and take it.